Hello everyone, my name is Charlotte Lee and I'm here on the very kind invitation of the British Youth Music Theatre, who have granted me this opportunity to share with you a piece of my writing. It's a short story and it's called Beautiful, and its origins were inspired by the theme of winter. I guess that's all you need to know for now. All that remains is for you to hear the story, so sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. Winter had hit hard this year. My son, the writer of the family, would describe, no doubt, how the white-cloaked Empress of Snow had swept into the sky's great hall of lofty heights, and led with her the season's sinister ranks of flocking flakes, armed with icy daggers. Me? Well, I'd say it was just plain cold and wet. You can blame the cynicism in me for the lack of artistic tendencies. Alright, I relent. Winter is beautiful to some degree, I suppose. But it certainly isn't travelling weather. Even the frost has clawed its way upon the glass pane that is my companion this morning, as I ease myself back and forth at my old rocker, watching the road for my son and daughter, their other halves, and those darling grandchildren. I am worried about them, driving along those treacherous roads of black ice or packed snow. Once a mother, always a mother. It felt too long since I had helped button up my children's coats, bundle them up in hats and scarves so to stave off the winter chill. I smile in fondness as I recall those tiny boots pulled onto tiny feet. I remember the fire that my husband would kick into roaring flame so the house would be warm when they came back inside, their Jack Frost snowman waving through the kitchen window, grinning that lopsided grin. I can almost smell the chicken noodle soup on the stove, ladled into small bowls. Time is a precious thing. I know that. And I look down at my shoes and think of all the miles I've walked, metaphorically as much as physically. I've climbed mountains I never thought I could, ran marathons I thought I'd never finish. I've faced trials, embraced joys, witnessed miracles. I've taken risks. I find myself laughing as I really look at my shoes, flats, low-heeled, buckle strap across the top to keep it from slipping. Sensible shoes, I suppose you'd call it. But whilst age has wearied bones, erred my step, I don't always have sensible feet. I have taken gambles, sometimes stumbling, on most occasions becoming the better for it. Here is your tea, my dear. My handsome husband is beside me, placing a china cup on the table next to the rocker. He's as wonderful as the day I married him. Tall, strapping, withered as I am by the hands of time, but somehow wrinkleless to me by the love that erases such lines. Thank you, Francis, I reply, feeling the winter cold dissolve under the fiery passion that still burns in his eyes. My gaze is suddenly and inextricably pulled back to the window. They're here, I exclaim in joy, the grin that floods my face momentarily turning back the clock. And I'm reaching for his hand. Come on, Francis. I run, those not-so-sensible feet defying age or expectation, and I'm pulling my husband along behind me. We're laughing, both of us. And then the door is flung open, my daughter charging at me with arms wide open and embracing me close. My husband, I know, had reached a hand behind our son's head, threaded his fingers in his hair, and pulled him near. Our daughter's husband brushes off snow and lingers awkwardly in the doorway. Our son's wife is shepherding all of the grandchildren into the hall, shushing them, trying to rein in their youthful exuberance. There is so much more snow here than back home, my youngest granddaughter, Emma, exclaims. Can we play? Can we play? Is that all right with you? My son asks. I laugh and grip his hand tight. Why, of course. And they are all suddenly shrugging coats back on that they had half pulled off. Maria, I call my daughter back, as she begins leading the children to the back door that she knows so well. Yes, Mum? She replied. I advanced towards her slowly, and finally reached to fasten one button that she had missed. Joe? I reached to grab my son's arm, pull him back. You've forgotten your scarf. His face melted into an easy smile, the smile he had grinned as a child, and he raced back to capture it from where he had automatically hung it on arrival. Come on, Grandma, Emma beckoned, and I felt my eyes misting. My husband understood, I knew, for he wrapped an arm around my waist, kissed my cheek, and said huskily, I'll go get the fire started. And I reply, with the routine of a lifetime ago, and I'll heat the chicken noodle soup. I smile. Winter is truly beautiful, so very beautiful indeed. And I head to the kitchen, excited like a little girl for the snowmen that would soon be waving through that frost-embroidered window.